Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I promised you an update on my Project 333 challenge, and so here we are back in the bedroom. Got some clothes to show you. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, basically recently I did a massive wardrobe clear out to embark on the 333 challenge, where you have 33 items of clothing and accessories, but I'm not doing that, for 3 months. And I did my big starter video where I cleared everything out and picked my items, which I think we actually ended up at like 35 items. And this is the halfway point. So we are like 6 weeks in, and so I wanted to do an update, and also there were a bunch of questions and comments on that video that I wanted to respond to as well. And also this video is sponsored by Babble, who I will talk a bit more about in a second. And you know how much you loved my really bad counting of all of the items in that first video? Well, today we're gonna have more counting, but in German. So this is gonna be even more chaotic. So first of all, I thought I would just update you on like kind of what happened immediately after that video, which was that I was weak. So I decided to keep the sunflower dress in my collection because it's just one of my faves. It's one of Dan's faves, and we weren't quite at summer yet, which is a theme we'll get onto. And so I didn't put it away. I wanted it. And then the other thing that was unintentional, because I'd completely forgotten, which was that I ordered this dress from on loan. Not to rent, I bought it. And this arrived a few days after filming that video. So suddenly I was like 2 extra dresses on the counting, but 2 dresses that I absolutely love, and we're just gonna move on. The next update is also very much responding to the majority of the comments on that video, which was, do you think you've committed to summer too soon? As I was committing to this wardrobe of very light summery clothes at the beginning of May, and as we have all now experienced, May was wet and cold, and so I panicked and I went to the storage unit because I'd already put everything away, and I grabbed my boots and I grabbed my big raincoat because I was like, oh, my little flowery raincoat won't be enough. And I'll tell you now, the boots have been worn once and this raincoat hasn't been needed, mostly because I've been staying indoors when it's been raining. So I panicked and I thought I would need these because I was scared of like not having appropriate clothing for the weather, but it turns out like it was fine. I let myself down there. You might be thinking, Hannah, there's more clothes to your left. Yes. I've still been renting from on loan, mostly because I'm just obsessed with this dress and I can't wait until it's available to buy. And so I just keep renting it. The amount of money that I've spent on this dress, I probably could have like bought it by now, but it's just me renting it. So I'm renting 2 items from on loan. This gorgeous dress that you may have seen me in, and then the yellow one from previous videos, but then it's a new month now, and so I've rented this dress as well. So I've got 2 extra dresses that are rentals in my collection too. I think we're probably over 40 items at this point. And then these were an unexpected gift from YouTube. They were doing like this online virtual event for creators, and they sent some shoes, and it literally like has YouTube written on the metal here and then my name written on the metal here. So this was like an accidental like gifted perk of the job kind of thing. But honestly, like, they're my new tennis shoes, so I'm not complaining. But then doesn't mean I can justify those 2 pairs of trainers that I have, because I was like, well, one of these is my tennis shoes, so it's a workout shoe, so it doesn't count. So those are my updates in terms of the clothes. So now I'm going to put them all away and we're going to count. So before we dive into actually realistically how many clothes am I working with and how it's actually been going so far, I wanted to tell you a bit about this video's sponsor, Babbel. They're a language learning app, and I am learning German and I'm very excited. I'm a complete newbie to the German language, but I feel like I've been making some progress, you know? Babbel gives you real life vocab, which allows you to speak and interact in a new language as fast as possible. Like, I can introduce myself, I can say where I live, I can ask where other people live. Ich wohne in London. Ich bin Hannah. Ich bin 29 Jahre alt. They have a whole range of lessons and topics that covers grammar, listening, speaking, and vocab. One of my favorite things about the app is that you can review all of the vocab that you're learning. And as someone who has created a Notion database of all of the German vocab that I'm learning, it is really handy because it doesn't mean that I'm on the app and then like adding in the vocab as I go. It's just like when I have a moment to sit down, I can review all of the vocab and like add it in, and like it helps refresh. Also, when you review like old stuff that you learned, you can pick whether you want to review it in terms of listening, speaking, writing, or there's this flashcards thing. And the flashcards is my favorite because it's the most difficult, because it just shows you a phrase or a sentence in English and then it just doesn't give you any hints or tips. It's just like, what's the German? This is my fan. It's very warm in here. My biggest fan. Babbel have over 150 linguists and language teachers, so they can properly craft and design each course to that language. It only takes about 15 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can fit it into your daily life, and it's available on desktop, iOS, and Android. And they currently have 14 languages that you can choose from to learn, including Francais, Espanol, Deutsch, Portuguese, and Polski. I think I pronounced Polski wrong. Polski. They currently have a 3+3 offer, so if you buy a subscription for 3 months, you will get access for 6 months, and so you can click the link in the description to sign up to Babbel. I just want to show you the flashcards. So I've got 11 items to review. Review now. Flashcards. Like, let's see. Tuesday. Dienstag?
Dienstag.
This is the thing with the flashcards. You have to like yourself give yourself a plus and a minus. It's like self-marking your homework. You got to be ruthless. Wednesday, Mittwoch.
Mittwoch.
Monday, Montag.
Montag.
Montag. Donnerstag.
Donnerstag.
Doesn't Freddie have a bike? He does. He has a bike. Okay, right. No, this is been learning about how to use like kein and keine. Freddie habt kein Fahrrad. And then there's a word, but I've forgotten what that word is, which basically means like, no, he does, which I can't remember what it is. Noch, doch, habt einen Fahrrad. Oh, so would the first one be keinen? Freddie habt keinen Fahrrad? Habt Freddie keinen Fahrrad? Doch, habt einen Fahrrad.
Hat Freddie kein Fahrrad?
Doch, hat ein Fahrrad.
Okay, okay, no, I didn't get a lot of it right. I conjugated the verb wrong. And I went for the accusative case when it's not. It's kein, not keinen. Okay, so the sun is shining. Die Sonne scheint.
Die Sonne scheint.
Where do you live? Plural. Wohnt ihr? Wo wohnt ihr?
Wo wohnt ihr?
Nailed it. Ooh. Anyway, so that's the review. That's my favorite bit. I love it. So thank you so much to Babbel for sponsoring this video. And now on with the counting, but I'm going to attempt to do my counting of all my clothes in German. Let's start over here. So we've got to count the clothes that are on my body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We weren't counting this one, were we? Because this goes with that black dress. We're not counting that. Oh no, where am I up to? 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. What did I say? Are we on 33? 33. Oh no, I've already forgotten 2. I think we're on 5. No, I'm going back. No. This one was 25. This one was 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 32. Go! 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. What am I on? 38, 39. 39, I think. Unless I have any other clothes hiding somewhere. But everything else is in the like loungewear and workout gear category. So I think I'm okay. 39! That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd accumulated a lot more. So we're only like 6 over the official challenge. And at this point, as you can see, it is summer. It is hot. There's definitely like some items that, because it was the beginning of May, were more like transitional for me, that I'm just not wearing in this heat. Hope you enjoyed my terrible German counting. So we're working with 39 items, which is actually 37 items plus my 2 rentals. Obviously that's not including jewelry, because I decided that I wasn't gonna mess with that. But I wanted to respond to some of the questions and comments on that first video. As I said, a lot of people were like, did you commit to summer too soon? Yes, confirmed. I committed to summer too soon, but now we're in it and my wardrobe is great for summer. And then someone actually asked, why am I doing this challenge? Because I didn't really explain that in that first video. And yeah, I was just like, let's go, let's do this challenge, without being like, but why? Why are we here? One, I like a challenge. I just find it fun, right? Just to kind of like see what happens. I also generally want to try and be more conscientious. That's the word I don't know how to pronounce. Conscientious of what I buy and what I own, and actually like how much I'm using items that I own. Also, my wardrobe and my drawers were generally very full, and it just wasn't bringing me joy. If anything, it was making me stressed and like giving me that feeling of like, I've got nothing to wear, and you're being faced with like a full wardrobe. And I also really love the idea of having a curated wardrobe and having like a uniform, and also being able to have like a uniform that is patterned and that is colourful, because I feel like a lot of the time I see like capsule wardrobes that are very neutral, and I'm like, but is this possible with patterns and colour? And I also wanted to test this theory of if having less items of clothing, I would get more bored of my clothes, of having to like rewear the same stuff over and over again for 3 months, or if getting bored of your clothing is a symptom of having too many. There was also some comments from people talking about how if you were to try and do this challenge, to think of it in terms of pairings and outfits rather than just like individual love this item of clothing, because then you might find that your love items never get worn because you don't have anything to pair it with. Then there was also a lot of people talking about how we should only really get rid of items if you like literally do not have room for it anymore, if it like doesn't fit or you like genuinely don't like it. And so you can like build up a bit of a clothes collection. And I do really like that idea, because this was effectively like forcing me to remove from my wardrobe a bunch of items that I do love. And so that comment kind of got me thinking, because I was like, yeah, like why can't, if I already own these items, they're doing no good sitting in storage, right? Like they should be in my wardrobe if I'm gonna wear them. And then someone actually specifically asked about the white stripy shorts that I decided not to include in my 33, by saying like, but what about them if they're gonna be stuck in storage for the entirety of summer, which is the only season in which I really wear those shorts? What's the point in keeping them? Because they never get worn the rest of the year. And I was like, you're so damn right. This challenge doesn't really work if you already have a collection of clothing, because like, I'm not gonna just get rid of those white shorts for the sake of a challenge and getting rid of something, because actually it's much better for the circular economy if I keep wearing it, if I keep it and keep wearing it. So how's it going generally? So I fixed the sandals, I fixed those shoes, and I got myself some super glue and had a good old difficult time trying to glue my sandals back together. I'm stuck. Dan, I need help. I'm stuck.
You get it off with a nail file.
With a nail file? It's my thumb. Not great. It worked to the extent that I can now wear those sandals again. They are about 5 years old, but I just love them so much. Now, the boxes in storage, I've just genuinely not had a good feeling about it. Like, the moment I put stuff in there, I just like felt nervous and I felt regret, and I like missed a lot of the clothes in there, and I was like, oh my god, did I make the wrong decisions? But actually, because I'm moving into a studio for work, a lot of my work stuff that was in the storage unit is now going to my studio, and so we're getting rid of that storage unit. So if I continue doing a challenge like this, the boxes of my clothes that aren't in season are just gonna have to be stored at home somewhere. We're gonna figure it out. But yeah, so that makes me feel a bit more like relaxed, because I'm like, okay, it'll be close by. Like, if I change my mind about something, I can just like grab it, because weakness. And then also the suitcases and the clothes that I actually planned to like actually get rid of in terms of giving to a charity shop or selling on Depop, they're just still sitting in the hallway. It's been 6 weeks. They're just still sitting in there. I think I got like a bit too overexcited and put a lot of things in that pile that actually I'm not ready to say goodbye to yet. So I need to look at that stuff with fresh eyes. And I don't know whether I'm saying this because I'm weak, you know, and I just can't get rid of stuff and I just like want to hoard all of my clothes, or if genuinely those clothes will be better off with me because I will keep wearing them. They're just not like for this season, you know. Ugh, we'll see. We'll see. Using the red handbag instead of the black one, oh my god, great choice. That is one thing that I am certain of. Whenever I have the black handbag available, I always default to it because I'm like, oh, black goes with everything. But having that not available and only having the red one, it just like makes all of my outfits so much more fun. I'm so much more happy than I am with my black handbag. Like, honestly, it's weird. It's like I'm a different person. So here's the thing. I'm going to continue with it. I'm going to continue with my 37 plus 2 rentals items. I'm not going to take anything out of the suitcases or the boxes until I actually reach that 3-month mark, which for me is the 4th of August. And then I've identified 4 items that's in the boxes that I definitely want. And that is those white stripy shorts, obviously. And then my green trousers, the green stripy trousers, those loosey-goosey trousers. I'm like, what are they doing in storage? I need to wear those. My apricot dress, that one. Apricot is the brand. It was that little like mini dress with like orange, pink, I don't know, patterns and stuff on it. And then the blue cardigan, because I'm currently just working with an orange little jacket thing and a yellow cardigan, and it's all a bit too orange and yellow, as you can see. I just need that blue cardigan just to like add a little variety to the colours that I wear. But that's it. I still will have like a month of summer left, so I'm gonna like stick to my current wardrobe plus those items going forwards is my plan currently. We will see how I feel at the end of this 3 months. But that's kind of where I think this is going. And then also beyond the challenge, where I think I might be headed, is having a seasonal wardrobe. So not doing something as extreme as 33 items, but definitely like taking all of my jumpers out of my drawers when it's summertime, because I don't wear those. I do not wear those. And then also all of my like mini shorts and summer dresses, like taking those out when it's winter. So I think that's something that I could get on board with. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Babble, link in the description. Danke, auf Wiedersehen, bis später. Oh, actually, speaking of see you later, this is my last video for a while. I'm taking 2 weeks off to not go anywhere, but just have a bit of a break. So there'll be no videos for 2 weeks, and then I'll be back in 3 weeks. So hope you have a good time. I'm gonna do lots of German learning in that time. Maybe I'll be able to count to 1,000. I've currently learned all of the numbers up to 100 in Babbel, which in theory means that I can count to 999 in German. I just haven't learned 1,000 yet. What would be 999? 999, I think. If you've been joining in with this Project 333, let me know how yours has been going in the comments, and I will see you in my next video in a few weeks' time. Cheers!